As an amateur digital artist that is constantly trying to improve, I totally get the struggle. Art is extremely time consuming. Sometimes it feels like it is impossible to improve to the level you want and become a pro. That's why you have to be efficient, so you don't waste even a minute of your valuable time. Here are 5 habits that are destroying your art improvement. Number 1. Only drawing pretty or young people. Yeah, I'm guilty of this a bit as well. It's a common thing to do when you don't know what to draw. You open Pinterest, scroll for a few seconds and click on that classic Pinterest girl selfie and you just start drawing a portrait. I totally get it. It's easier to draw something that is nice to look at. But it becomes a problem when that are the only faces and figures you draw. Try drawing people of different ages, with variety of different body shapes, facial features, or even face expressions. Next time when you see a photo of someone making a weird face expression, try to draw it. Challenging yourself is the best way to improve. Number 2. Drawing only from imagination. This is probably the worst rookie mistake. Not using references is the biggest art sin and is heavily punished in form of almost no improvement. It's not a shame if you use references when you draw, and if someone is telling you otherwise, you at least know that you are a better artist than them, cause their brain must be full of shit. Improving at art is mostly about making the visual library in your brain bigger. And the only way to do that is to observe stuff. Of course, there are some artists that can draw perfectly from imagination, but the only reason they can do it is cause they drew the stuff thousands of times in different angles with a reference, and their brains store the information perfectly thanks to that. A good example was Kim Jung Gi, rest in peace master. He could draw that well only thanks to years of practice with references. He said it himself multiple times. That's why he was literally able to draw an engine in any angle from imagination. Don't just copy what you see though. Learn to observe as an artist. How? It's simple. Kim Jung Gi used this quote to explain it. Pretend like it's eating the last candy you will ever eat in your life. Really try to absorb the biggest amount of information from the image as you can. Think about the shape, volume, different parts of the object. Real life reference is always better cause you can turn the object around, touch it and really feel it. But photos are also good. Definitely better than not using a reference at all. Number 3. Drawing only things that you can draw. Okay, let's say that you've already learned to draw some stuff from references, but you simply can't stop here. Always push your limits. That should be ingrained in your brain. Try to find a nice balance. In every piece you are working on, include at least one thing that you've never drawn before or have a hard time with. Draw pieces that require exactly the art fundamentals you struggle with. For example, if you are bad at perspective and foreshortening, try to use it in your piece. You can only learn how to solve a problem by facing it. That's why you should always keep finding ways to make it harder for yourself. Don't make it too hard though. Just enough so you will struggle with it, but manage to make it. So please, don't even try drawing a street full of people in 5-point perspective just cause you saw this absolute legend do it, when you can't even draw a simple figure. I hope you get it. Always push yourself, but just enough so you can do it. Number 4. Sticking to only one medium. While this may seem like a good idea on paper, the reality is different in my opinion. The reason is that we are not robots, and how much you enjoy the process can greatly impact the speed at which you are learning. I'm not saying that it is boring to only draw in a single medium. I definitely agree that you should pick one medium that will be the main one for you. But I think it is really good to sometimes just have fun with it. Try picking up a brush and painting on canvas, even if you've never done it before. The point is to have the experience. This also creates new challenges that you've never faced before and forces you to improvise, which is a skill that is really important to have as an artist. It can also inspire you and helps you find techniques that you would never have thought of. I can even go as far to say that you should also try doing different forms of art, apart from visual arts. Learn to play an instrument, write a poem, try photography, and probably the best one, try writing a story. Storytelling is a must-have skill that every artist needs. It's the biggest difference that separates ordinary artists from really good artists. Adding an element of story to your art piece can make it more alive and pulls the viewer into it. Number 5. Not using your art software to its full potential. This is a common mistake a lot of beginner digital artists are doing. While I agree that drawing digitally is very similar to drawing on paper, I don't think you should be approaching it the same way. The process is really different. Use your brain when doing art and try to make things more efficient all the time. Work smart, not hard. Learn how the tools in your drawing software work. And there is not even that many of them. And when you know how to use them, do it. It's not cheating or anything like that. Those tools just help you be more efficient, and how you use them can greatly impact the speed and quality of your art. For example, I can't even imagine not using the lasso tool when shading. That would be extremely frustrating. I could do it, but it would be a huge pain in the ass. Okay guys, that will be all I got for you today. If this helped you, leave a like, share with your friends, and please consider subscribing. Help me reach my first 100 subscribers. And remember, keep it fun and really enjoy yourself doing what you love. That would be a bonus tip. I'll see you in the next one. Love you and bye.